Hey guys, this is Rafi Chowdhury here, and I want to welcome you guys to this webinar, and thank you guys again so much for joining. And before we get started, I just want to take a couple of moments to let you guys know that if you are on any sort of a mobile device, or if you have some distractions, maybe you're browsing Facebook or something like that, I would really appreciate if you took just a few moments to turn those kind of things off, shut it down, and just focus your attention on this webinar. Before we get started, I'm just gonna make sure for a second here that on my end things are recording properly and that my computer is not freezing like it is right now. So let's do that first. Looks like things are recording, and looks like we should be set. I've had situations where in the past where this just stops recording in the middle of it and I just lost everything. So here we go. All right, so let's talk about the 0 to 1 famous in a year PR course accelerator. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce this to you guys first. But before I do, let me tell you what this is. This is a training accelerator that basically teaches you in about 6 weeks time. It'll teach you everything from zero to how to build a profitable PR business while getting yourself as well as your clients mentioned in big name publications. Additionally, it will teach you how to become a contributor and a columnist on these major publications like Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, Huffington Post, etc. So the 0 to 1 feature is a PR training course that's a proven and tested online implementation program, which teaches you exactly how to start a wildly profitable 6 to 7 figure PR business to get featured in major news outlets in 45 days or less, something that I've been able to accomplish myself personally. The information is available in an online content portal and provided via videos and PDFs. You can complete the training in your own time from anywhere in the world and even fit it into your 9 to 5 job if you have one currently. So, and this is not your typical course. This is a proven implementation program where you follow steps to set up your very own wildly profitable 6-figure PR business within 6 weeks time. So I want to introduce myself to you guys. My name is Rafi Chowdhury. I've got about 7 years of experience on the internet as a growth hacker. I'm ranked as one of the top 10 personal branding experts in the world, according to Sujan Patel on the Small Orange blog. I'm the founder / co-founder of 4 startup businesses, and I'm responsible for company revenue in excess of $50,000 a month for majority of the clients that I've worked with. I'm also a columnist, meaning I write for publications such as the Huffington Post, Entrepreneur Magazine, Business.com, Addicted to Success, Goodman Project, Forbes, and dozens of other ones as well. And you can Google me if you want to see a list of all the places where I write. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of failure before you make it happen, right? So you keep failing until you nail it. My 6 years in a nutshell. So here's what I've achieved in 6 years' time. It took me 6 years to master the art of PR. I struggled, I failed, I struggled again, but I never gave up on hope. I had no mentor, no help, no guidance this entire time. And I didn't even have any money to buy stuff or even buy my own house. Success came after 6 years of struggling. And here's pretty much a picture of my room in Los Angeles, California. I was staying in the Northridge area and I was renting this room at the time. I believe the price at the time was $699 a month. And this is what I operated out of. This is kind of where my business in the LA sector really started. And with that being said, I'm taking a quick pause just to make sure I'm still recording. Wonderful. So let's move forward from here. None of it worked. None of it worked, actually. I attended networking events. I handed my business card to anybody and everybody that I could give me, whoever gave me 5 seconds of time. And after about 10 events, I realized that the only people attending, I'm sorry, I missed a slide here. So the next thing I want to talk about is not being able to land clients a fear that you personally have. One thing that holds people back from starting their own PR business is the fear that they won't be able to secure any clients. And I'm with you on this one. I feel you. I understand that. When I first started, I also had no idea I was going to land any sort of clients whatsoever. And the thought of a stranger handing me money totally weirded me out, made me feel uncomfortable to my stomach. Like, that's not something that I was really used to. Believe me when I tell you this, that I've tried everything to get clients, literally everything. I started out by cold calling random companies. I picked up a copy of the Yellow Pages and I chose random pages off of that and started dialing companies. I pitched them my services. I got hung up so many times. Like, people would just hang up the phone. They would say mean words to me, cuss me out, all this kind of stuff. And it didn't work. After all of that, it did not work. I attended network events. I handed my business cards to everybody and anybody who would give me their time. I went to 10 different events and I realized the only people attending these events were desperate PR consultants started the same exact thing. And I was sick of going to networking events with broke people. I door knocked, I ran prize giveaways, I blogged, I posted on social media, I handed out brochures, I went to trade shows, made videos, created podcasts, and guess what? Nothing worked. Nothing at all. I read all the books. I read Dale Carnegie books. I read, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I read books by Robert Cialdini. I read psychology books. I read sales books. I followed all the blogs and news articles, and I tried every marketing gimmick and a trick a man could find. And all I ended up with was a to-do list the size of Obama's to-do list. And today, as I'm reading this, it should more be like Donald Trump, and a ton of debt with no clients and income to show for it. So that's pretty much how I started. But that's not how you need to do it. You shouldn't be doing the same way. You don't need to wait for 6 years to achieve what I've struggled to achieve. Only after 6 years did I finally start seeing some success. Yes, I'm telling you that you don't have to wait 6 years to be on the top of your game. And I can show you how things can be done much faster, teach you exactly how to present yourself as an expert authority in your particular domain. You can be just anyone now, but after this course, you will be very, very well known. And here on the right, I've screenshotted some of my author profiles and some of the places where I've been featured, including business.com, Startup Grind, Weird Entrepreneurs, Forbes, Huffington Post, national TV, local TV here, BuzzFeed, Entrepreneur, Goodman Project, and dozens and dozens and dozens of other places around the web. The PR revolution is here. You want to get featured in Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, Bloomberg, and other major outlets? I help everyday people get featured and mentioned in major publications by teaching them how to pitch to big name news outlets and build relationships with editors. My training programs contain proven tactics anybody can follow, as long as revolutionary new way of thinking that unlocks your mind for success. Anybody can follow it, and it totally opens up your mind to possibilities that you never potentially even considered. Most websites ramble on about how great they are, but I chose to dedicate my website to the greatness of my students. To me, their success is all that matters, and that's why this program was created as well. So what started as an idea struck a nerve, and then it continued and it became a movement, as I call it today. So how do I kickstart your branding online? Well, there are 2 weekly coaching calls, each 1 hour long, that you must be able to commit. I take you by the hand throughout the process and give you feedback on your work along the way. It doesn't matter if you don't have any writing skills, PR contacts, or digital marketing skills. Everything you need to know is provided step by step in this training program via weekly coaching calls, one-on-one coaching calls. And here, over here on the right, you see a screenshot of my Facebook page. It's got about 62,000 likes as we speak right now, and it's verified, as you can see. And it took me about 6 years to grow this. So what are you gonna get? Well, you're gonna get in the 0 to 1 feature, which was specifically designed for social proof and for search engine ranking. You're gonna get a well-written article for your brand. You're gonna get social shares to 250,000 LinkedIn, Twitter followers. It's gonna get shared with 70,000 LinkedIn followers of our brand, um, 90,000 followers on Facebook, 2,000 on Google Plus, and then seen by 30,000 visitors of our blog. And this article is centered around your brand. It's a detailed article that sort of gets into who you are. It's a new style article, talks about your brand, your success, and we can take any sort of article towards this article as you wish. We just basically send you a form, you fill it out, you tell us who you are, what you do, and we're going to get the article written up and published in a way that makes total sense and puts you in a sort of, tells your story in a very unique and creative way that resonates with your audience, and then leverage our entire large audience on social and via email to drive traffic to that article. And over here is a picture of me hanging out right in front of Google. I went to the headquarters. It was really awesome. Got to ride the Google bikes, and it was just a cool experience. So what else is there? Well, you get a detailed full feature article of at least 1,000 words, which tells your brand story from a third-party unbiased point of view. You have the potential to rank on page 1 in Google for your name and brand name, and we've done this for about 70% of the clients that we worked with. Unless your name is like John Smith, or maybe your name is Barack Obama, we're probably going to be able to rank this article on page 1. If your name is too common, or it's like there are celebrities after your name, then realistically it's probably not going to happen. So there's obviously also a chance to come on a one-on-one Facebook Live and a YouTube video and via an interview. We interview you and dig deep into your business and the secrets to your expertise. And this gives you a chance to share your expertise with our giant network of followers. And we turn this into a YouTube video and we give this to you, and we try to rank the video in Google as well. So you have a video to show your audience and share with your clients on who you are, what you do, and get to really tell your brand story. So we also give you a do follow permanent backlink from our website, which has a domain authority of 30. And if you're into SEO, you know how powerful this is. Do follow backlinks is what Matt Cutts says that Google is looking at today when it comes to link building. You want editorial do follow backlinks from relevant articles going to your website. You get one-on-one coaching with me also. So let's talk a little bit about that. You get 2 1-hour-long one-on-one coaching calls with me each week. And I'm a columnist, as I said before, on Forbes, Huffington Post, Entrepreneur, BuzzFeed, Startup Grind, Business to Community, and many, many, many other publications. You get a full access to my video training modules, my webinars, the templates that I've used to send my pitches, all the PR contacts I've collected over the last 6 years at major publications like Bloomberg, TechCrunch, Wired, New York Times, Washington Post. I give it all away to you, all those contacts. I make introductions for you to these editors. And I also personally help you write your pitches to editors, press releases. I help you with your storytelling, and I also help you with your press release distribution and show you exactly how you can do that. So this is a snapshot of my blog over here, the last slide, which I forgot to mention. You can see that we've been getting tons and tons of traffic recently. And this is a snapshot of my Twitter account. And again, 200,000 followers, took me 6 years to build, but I believe it can be done in a year. So, invitation to join my private mastermind, which is the largest population of columnists of major publications. And as we speak right now, there's more than 5,000 members on this group. It's a Facebook group, private Facebook group, where I've invited some of the biggest writers in the space to join the group. And there's also tons of writers in it and tons of influential people that you can network with. You get access to my training video series, which I talked about before. I've sold more than 1,500 memberships to this training series. You get it all for free, which teaches you the course teaches you, the video series teaches you everything from how to get press coverage with a $0 PR budget, to how to become a contributor on publications such as Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur Success, and many others. Here's a snapshot of my LinkedIn, which I grew to 30,000 connections, and it took me a while. So how many people do I work with each month? Well, as you might imagine, with all these things going on, my schedule and my time is very, very limited. So I only choose to work with 7 personal brands. I work with 7 clients each month, and that's it. 7 people, and that's it. And I take their brands from zero to famous on the internet within 1 year. That's all they need to spend. What I've done for myself in basically 6 years, I'm going to help them achieve in just 1 year by sharing every hack, every tactic, and industry secret that I've learned, all given to them on a silver platter. And if you qualify and I choose to work with you, this is what you can hope to achieve in just a year. I'm going to introduce you guys again to the 0 to 1 feature in the PR Training Accelerator, and I'm going to give you guys an idea on what you get each week. So the first week, we're going to talk a little bit about how to tell a story that actually sells to an editor. Week 2, we're going to talk about how to build relationships with freelance journalists and editors. Week 3, we're going to talk a little bit about 3 quick ways to get media mentions organically using services like HARO or Muck. On the 4th week, we're going to talk a little bit about setting up your email outreach engine and automation using virtual assistants, something that I've used to grow my business. On the 5th week, we're going to talk a little bit about creating successful PR campaigns. And on the 6th week, we're going to talk about scaling and getting mentioned in tier 1 publications and beyond all of that as well. And what you see here on the right is a snapshot of my Instagram account, which I'm not so active on, but still it's a great presence for me. And I try to post as much content on there as I possibly can and grow my follower base. So you get some awesome bonuses as well. Like I mentioned earlier, you get the ultimate book of press contacts, which is a list of contacts of editors in major publications like Forbes, TechCrunch, Bloomberg, CNN, New York Times, Wired, Mashable, and more. And this took me 6 years of networking and connection building, and I'm going to give it all to you on a silver platter. There you go. You also get the definitive guide to link building for SEO agencies, the 2018 update that I made. It's an ebook that's sold on Amazon for $9.97, but it's yours completely for free with your membership. And also, you get my personal cell phone number, as you guys already know, and as I've allotted to earlier, I'm super, super busy. Time is super booked. But to those of you guys who are actually taking time to attend my course and to really work with me one-on-one and to build your brand, I want to have absolute open lines of communication with you. So you get my access to my personal cell phone number. You get the weekly coaching calls where I show you step by step how to craft your pitch, how to write an article which fits the guidelines of that particular publication, and how to write this article, the pitch, so that the editor or the columnist that you reach out to accepts it. And then I also introduce you to my editors that I've worked with in the past. And this is an article that came out about me on the Hans India, which is basically a news website in India, talking about how much my quote that I stole basically from Mark Twain, how I never really let school interfere with my education. And it's very true. I never did. So in just about 6 weeks, you're going to become a PR master, because you're going to learn how to craft a unique story that not only resonates with your target audience, but also gets accepted by the editors. You're going to learn the do's and don'ts of storytelling. You're going to learn how to get paid at least $2,000 a month by cold prospecting and closing clients who are looking for copywriters. And you're also going to learn that most people spend 3+ years on this and still get it wrong. It's the foundation of your PR hustle, and it's fatal if you don't get it right. My success tools will be yours. Everything that I've acquired over the years, I'm handing it right over to you. So we're going to learn how to build high quality and meaningful relationships with editors and freelance journalists. We're going to learn how I've built over 1,500 relationships and contacts and have truly mastered this and refined it to a methodology and a book. You get my actual book of press contacts, which has the exact pitch templates I use and content information of editors at publications like Forbes, Business Insider, Bloomberg, Reuters, Morningstar, NASDAQ, and so forth. You're going to get recorded phone calls showing you exactly how to talk to leads and journalists like a master. You're also going to learn how to search and find freelance columnists via LinkedIn, a platform that's very little utilized today. You're also going to learn exactly how I use scraping to also scrape contact information of journalists and then use them and then send them emails and get on a phone call with them and make negotiations happen. If you do not know how to search for tons of writers at different publications, you won't have a very good shot at getting your story into that publication. So to learn how to build relationships and send tons of emails is crucial if you want to be successful in the PR world. So I'm also going to teach you how to use services like HARO and Muck. There's going to be 3 proven methods for getting press coverage as quickly as possible without spending a dime or on a PR agency or having to bribe columnists. You won't have to pay me and you won't have to pay the writers, and you're still going to get PR. I want to get your first press coverage within the first 30 days of starting this training program before even thinking about paying for PR. This is how I do that. So you don't have to pay anything and once you sign up for the course. And I want my goal is to get you into publication in about 30 days time. So method 1, what I do is I do direct phone calls and I give you some templates for that as well. Method 2, we do direct outreach emails and we have a proven template for that as well. And method 3 is when we reach out to editors and journalists, we do organic Facebook posts, which are proven to work. And this also works to get PR clients as well. Here's my author profile on Thrive Global. Thrive Global became huge after the Huffington Post got shut down. It didn't get shut down, but they stopped taking contributors. So everybody just flocked to Ariana Huffington's new website called Thrive Global, on which I am also a contributor. So we work with you and we also work for you at the same time. Most people take 6 months to a year before they land their first organic media mention. I get you rocking within your first 21 days of starting this program and without spending a dime on PR agencies. If you don't know how to search for tons of writers at different publications, you won't have a very good shot at getting your story into that publication, like I said before. And so all of this, like basically pretty much takes 28 days for me to get you up and running and ready to roll. Training on how to set up our proven email outreach machine is something that you're going to learn. You're going to get access to our templates for all the emails so that you just copy and paste them with just a few clicks. That's it. You're going to get my scripts and slides for the value ladder. So you can just, sorry, the value video. So you can just swap up information for your information. You're going to get access to all the websites and softwares required to set this up. To build this yourself would take you anywhere between 300 hours and cost you over $50,000. But if you work with me, it just costs $9.97. Successful PR campaigns. Once you've gotten your email outreach machine running, it's time to start building some journalist relationships and scaling up your PR business and your efforts. You're going to get full step-by-step training on how to set up wildly successful PR email campaigns that have amazing open rates and get journalists to reply back to you. You're going to learn the proven templates for reaching out to freelance PR professionals, instructions on how to do mass outreach without getting restricted by freelance websites. You're going to learn the pitfalls to watch out for and training on how to manage everything day to day. Once we start to get this working together and we start really implementing some of these things, success is literally going to become your last name. And why? Because I've spent over $50,000 on PR campaigns for myself and spent over $30,000 learning from some of the best PR professionals in this world. In this module, I boil down everything I've learned and hand it to you on a silver platter. Most people try PR on their own and spend 6 months and tons. I mean, I'm talking about thousands of dollars trying to get it right before giving up, getting into a pile of debt and just getting frustrated. And I get it all dialed in within just 5 weeks of working together. That's it. Tier 1 publications and beyond. In week 6, I already have you set up and getting organic mentions, and it's now time to scale things up to the next level. All the legals that you need to run your PR business, the consulting, contracts, the proposal templates, terms and conditions, all of that I also give you, and this is going to save you at least $5,000 in lawyers' fees that you would pay to have them write these documents for you. And I also teach you how to position yourself as an expert in your industry with by getting your own brand press coverage and command higher prices from your PR clients. Suddenly, instead of having to charge them $1,000, you can be able to charge 5 or 10 grand to that same person, simply because you are now much significantly more notable than you were before you started your PR campaigns. And you can learn beyond PR as well. There are 3 proven referral systems to get every client you win to refer you at least 2 to 3 new clients as well. You can hire, I teach you how to hire other people to do your strategy session calls, so you can turn the volume, get to high 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures in this business. And you're also going to learn how to build strong media contacts and associations. So some personal branding tips we're going to talk about. You're going to get access to a private mastermind / community of like-minded people pursuing the same goals, and all doing this from all over the world, and you're going to get a lifetime access to this. You're going to have the ability to team up with each other as an accountability partner and hold yourself accountable and each other accountable for the results that you're looking to achieve. And you're going to get real life examples of how all of this is done, so that you can model off what is currently working instead of starting from scratch and learning via trial and error. That's not a good way to begin anything. You want to pick up from where somebody else left off, or learn something or replicate something that someone else has already achieved. So how do you get started now before this class actually fills up? The offer is usually $2,994, which I think is an absolute fair price. And I've had people paying me more than that to get information like this with my other consulting businesses I've had. But if you're watching this webinar for today only, and only if you watch this webinar and you continue with it on the next page, I'm going to charge you only $997 for this PR Training Accelerator program. There are only 7 seats available, like I said in the beginning. And once I hit 7, I am closing it down, because I can't afford to take any more clients per month, because I like to provide the most amount of value that I possibly can for each of my clients. So you need to hurry if you want to secure your seat in this program, and this will sell out really, really fast. So even if you don't have the money right now, that's okay, because $997, you can either pay it in one lump sum, or you can break it up into 4 monthly payments of $297 each month. Even if you think that you're going to start later, you don't have the time right now, you don't have the right people in place, you don't have a business yet, that's fine. Go ahead and sign up anyway, and we can launch the course whenever you're actually ready. But I don't want you guys to miss out on the course, because the offer is going to go up to $2,994 as soon as I hit the 7 students that I'm looking for. I'm going to mark it up. That's simply how it works. It's called price elasticity. So you need to join the PR consulting training 6-week implementation program today, not tomorrow, not after you talk to somebody, but go ahead and make the decision today, because the ROI in it is just way too obvious. And every day that you wait to sign up, you're losing money, literally. There are only 7 seats available, and there's 100% money back guarantee if I'm not successfully able to get you the PR mentions and contributor accounts that you're going after within 45 days. That's how confident I feel about this. And if you don't like the program, obviously you can also get a money back that way as well, if you don't feel like it's providing enough value to you. And I'm telling you, it's going to sell very, very quickly, because I'm making some pretty bold claims here. I demonstrate industry hacks and not the generic stuff. So exact and industry specific hacks and secrets are going to be given to you. Super specific and actionable learning is what's going to happen in this course. You're going to get full step-by-step training on how to set up our proven email outreach machine. I'm not kidding when I say this course literally can change your life. I've created several millionaire personal brands through this course, and some of them have been very, very successful, and you'll see some of our case studies in the next page. You're gonna they're all 6-figure PR coaches, and more than 200 people have been able to quit their jobs, all because of my training programs that I've run in the past as well, not just this course. And it's not about the money. People have gained freedom, they've gotten married, people have started families, and lived in locations of their dreams, because of what this course has been able to do for them. Because the PR business is huge, and it gives you an ability to do some amazing stuff out there. And if you don't believe me, check out some of the testimonials that I've put on this site, and you will see some of the people and how excited they are about what they've been learning so far. And those are really your only options. And I'm not going to exaggerate anything. As you can see, I'm being completely transparent with everything because I'm very picky on who I work with. And even if you want to be in my course and you want to pay me the money to be in it, doesn't mean I'm going to take you into the course. So there's no reason for me to hype up anything here. I only choose to work with certain people who I know I can make successful because I'm putting my entire reputation, my brand on the line here by saying that I'm going to help you achieve these things. And if I can't do it, then that's a huge issue. So I make sure that I pick my clients very, very selectively. So your two options. You can go at it alone and spend the next 4 to 5 years of your life spinning your wheels, falling flat on your face, and wasting money trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. That's kind of how I started. Or you can choose to work with me and get the proven system to starting your own six-figure PR business and getting your first high-value client in less than 45 days. Okay, that should say 45. I'm not sure why I wrote 42, but it's 45 days. Failure is there for them. Don't for those of you guys who don't really try. And there's a famous quote here that I put on there. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. What if you could make companies come, what if we could make companies come to us instead of chasing them? I started testing my ideas in real life and most of them failed. Then one day it finally clicked and I figured it out. I applied my new method, and it worked like magic. One client, two clients, three clients, and then it snowballed out of control. And I actually had to stop marketing to catch up on all the work I've created for myself. Sorry about that. I was just flipping through some of these slides just to make sure that I have them in the right order. So let's talk a little bit about my training videos as well. So the videos are going to teach you quite a few things, such as why your PR training fails to get clients. You're going to learn about the secret formula I developed to get clients every single day, how we take people from complete strangers to paying clients within about 48 hours time. And you're going to learn how to be the non-pushy process to selling clients and collecting the money. It's just very simple at the end of the day. So what's your key to success? When I first taught this course um, to a client, they wrote back telling me that I could have charged at least 10 grand for this video and turned it into a sellable product. I'm sure this person is right, but I would rather be the guy who offers free advice better than people's $10,000 programs. And that's why this video is still yours to see for a grand total of $0. The value that I'm providing just here even is something that I could be charging for. In this training video, I show you exactly how I get clients into and how I was able to make that massive transformation from zero to being famous. And if you take anything away from knowing me, it should be this. So let's look at one of my case studies, Ashley Qualls, who became a millionaire by age 17. So fame is not something that she wasn't used to. She's already very used to fame. And with just one article, she was on the second page one on the second result in a matter of just days. And here's her article right here. And if you think that's impossible, think again. We worked with Jeet Banerjee, who is a serial entrepreneur and TEDx speaker. Within a week, we wrote an article about Jeet Banerjee. Boom. Next thing we know, it's on page one. It's in the top 5 results. And if you don't believe me, look at the testimonial from Jeet. In the same week, I got Jeet also mentioned in the Startup Grind and Huffington Post, entrepreneur.com, and not only grew his Facebook page by thousands, but even got his Facebook page verified with a blue tick mark. And if you don't think that's possible, think again. Let's look at Ryan Peck, another success story. It's been a lifetime dream of Ryan Peck to become a contributor to Entrepreneur Magazine and also to build his credibility online. We featured Ryan that week and helped him not only craft his pitch to Entrepreneur Magazine, but also help him write the article for him even. And his article is now en route to Entrepreneur Magazine, soon to be published. I worked with Mahbod, and he loved what I did for him. And Mahbod is the co-founder of Genius.com. If you haven't heard of Genius.com, you're missing out. It's the greatest rap lyrics site out there. And he's also a co-founder of Everypedia, which curiously, by the way, recently they hired Larry Sanger, who is the co-founder of Wikipedia, to join their company. And Mahbod talks about that in his testimonial as well. Mahbod himself is an internet sensation and recently partnered up with Larry Sanger, like I just said. I was able to get Mahbod into entrepreneur and startup grad in a matter of just simply 2 weeks. Craig Fernandes from Patriot Threads. Craig reached out to me via Twitter. He and his son launched an apparel company out of their garage, which soon began taking off as a popular and trendy brand. I helped Craig take his company to the next level. The very next week, Patriot Thread's story was not only fully covered by the HuffPost, but also seen by thousands of people around the country because of the promotion that we did on it. Talk about Dennis Yu. He's on Huffington Post. Dennis is the Chief Technology Officer of Blitzmetrics, which is a digital marketing company which partners with schools to train young adults on how to run their own businesses and manage Facebook ads for their clients. Dennis's program centers around mentorship, help students grow their expertise to manage social campaigns for enterprise level clients like the Golden State Warriors, Nike, Rosetta Stone, etc. Within just 3 days, I was able to get his story into HuffPost. So there are basically 2 ways to make $1 million. One way you can do it is by spending 20 plus years by testing and trying hundreds of different businesses and ways to make money and sacrifice your whole life, and you might make it happen. But more likely, you probably won't. The other way you can make $1 million is you can go up to a millionaire and ask him exactly how he did it. And whatever he tells you to do, you go out there and you do it. Well, guess what? Chances are you too will probably become a millionaire. And if you don't, you will get pretty close to it. It's kind of similar when it comes to building your brand on the internet. So do you even qualify to learn and work with me? You can go to someone who's been there, done that, and is giving away 6 years of experience trying and testing all to you on a silver platter. That's exactly what this accelerator program is actually doing. And he's taking you by the hand with one-on-one coaching to show you how to do it and doing it with you as well. Not just giving you a whole bunch of stuff to do on your own, but literally getting on a phone call with you and doing things with you and helping you out along the way. But the biggest question that I have for you is, do you qualify to get the silver platter? And I noted I work with 7 clients each month, just 7. Not a single one more, not a single one less. So my only question to you is, do you qualify? And if you do so, please go ahead and check out. And there should be a checkout page somewhere in the next couple of following page. Go ahead and join the community, join the tribe, join our venture, and become a part of the 0 to famous in a year training accelerator. Only on this webinar. If you're watching this webinar and you come to this next page, you're going to see this for $9.97. If you see it any other place, including on my own website, this training does cost $29.94. But like I said, I want to thank the people and award the people that took their time to sit through this webinar, pay attention to the things that I've taught, some of the things that I talked about, and those people need to be rewarded, and that's exactly what we did. So thank you guys again. Hopefully you'll go ahead and join the course and apply for it, and I will see you in the course. Thanks, guys.